Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. 2006 Chevy HHR 2.4 LT. We're going to do a review on about these buttons on the steering wheel and what do they do and how they react. Somebody wanted me to do a video on it, so I decided to do a video to show you what the meanings are for them. 1, cruise control switch. 2, this is your reset switch. 3, set switch. 4, menu selection switch for that thing over there on the instrument cluster. And this is also the go back button for the main menu on the screen up there. And this is for volume control up, volume control down, and this is for to skip your tracks forward or backward. And this one is to mute your stereo. The thing is that these menus are the same for 2006 to 2011. So if you're able to set cruise control, you just push the switch to turn it on. There's no indicator up there that will show you it's on. It just shows right here that it turns orange that it's on. Hit it to turn it off. If you want to turn it on, you hit your gas pedal to the speed you want to go. Let's say 60. Then you push this switch to set it to 60. It will stay at 60 until you apply the brake. It will reset, or you can just hit the reset button to reset it, or turn the cruise control switch to off, and it will switch it off completely. Now, if you want to do your menu, which will be up here, just hit it once. Now, as you can tell, there's your trip gauge A. There's trip gauge B. There's your fuel range. Your Econ, 22.2 miles per gallon. There's your average speed, 30 miles per hour. Your oil life is 91%. Your cooling, 199 Fahrenheit. And it's 94 degrees out. That's how many miles I have on this vehicle for the 05. And we are in Florida, just so you know. That's why it's so damn hot. Now, if you want to go through the menus, let's say you keep tapping it to go over to the next option. Let's say if you want to reset your trip B, let's say, hold down this button, not this button. You hold it down until it resets. It'll go back to 0. I do it every time I fill up. If you want to go back to where your screen, what option you had set on your screen the first time, just keep pushing it, the button, until it ends up back where it is. And there you go. And this is also your horn. So if you gotta push your horn, there's your horn if it works. Now, I have an aftermarket radio in here, as you can tell. So if you want if you want to turn your volume up, you push this button right here, keep tapping it to make the volume go higher. If you want your volume to go lower, you hit this, or you can use a secondary option by using your radio. And this is your skip up to skip a track, or to skip down. Now, please be aware these buttons only work with the factory stereo, and if you have an aftermarket radio, you have to spend the extra $80, depending on your vehicle, to be able to use the steering wheel volume controls. If you do not have that second harness installed with the original aftermarket harness, these buttons will not work for the stereo that you have, and you will have to use the radio manually with the remote if your stereo comes with one, or you would have to use the touch screen itself, or just regular buttons, depending if you have a double din or a single din radio. And just so you know, for these buttons to work, you gotta have the original radio installed, or you can spend the extra $120 to $169 for the actual radio harness, the aftermarket, and you have to buy the additional volume control harness for the steering wheel, which is an extra $60 to $80. You'll spend about close to $300 for both harnesses altogether if you go online, or if you go to an audio store. That's how much they cost. Keep that in mind. But if you have an aftermarket radio in your car and these do not work, there's a possible chance either your buttons are messed up, or you do not have the aftermarket steering wheel control harness installed in your vehicle. And if you want it to work, I recommend you fixing the problem. This is your mute switch. This will mute the radio. Like if you have a phone call, or if you got kids that are screaming and yelling, or you're talking to somebody next to you in your car, be like, hey, hello, how you doing? You know, you would use this to mute it. But like I said, it only works with the harness. these buttons here control your windshield wipers for the front, the speed highs and lows, and go up and down to turn it off, as you can tell, and to turn it on. This is for your sprayer to spray the windshield. And these are your lights for your high beams, your lows, your blinkers. You go left for up. No, I'm sorry. You go right. You go up for right. You go left for down. And you turn this to auto. If your car has automatic lights, you can set it to automatic or manual. And that's basically it. Now, if you want to use like your rear windshield wiper, if your car has the option, there's your button right there. This button here is to turn on your rear windshield wiper. That's only for manual use. If you want to use it completely, hit it this way and it'll start running in the background. The middle one, if you push it down, it will spray water on the back of your windshield. This is your cigarette lighter. These are for your windows. It has the option on here to touch which window you can roll down, roll up. This is the safety switch to lock all the windows for all the doors. This is your AC switch for hot and cold. And the middle one's to turn on your AC on and off. This is for your fan speed, highs and lows, and also to turn it off. This is for your dash. You can have it set to defroster for the rear or for the front. And sets it for the vents underneath the seats, underneath the dash, or just underneath the floorboard. And that's basically all those are, the basics. And this is for your fog lights. This is your airbag indicator, and this is your dimmer for all your dashboard lights to be low or high. And this is for your emergency switch light. In case you get broke down, you can hit that, push it in, turns your hazards on. This button's up here is to turn the mirror on or off, let you know it has power. It basically just turns your compass off. I hope this video helps on the review on the steering wheel controls on a 2006 Chevy HHR with the 2.4 LT. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel today to get the latest videos and updates that we have. And just keep in mind, we do have updates on video games and like 3 or 4 different vehicles, lawnmowers, the whole 9 yards. I am very responsive on my channel, so feel free to comment anytime you like. You can also visit our official website, which is also posted on every one of our YouTube videos. And we hope you all have a great day. Y'all stay safe out there and have a great one.